Shamlian has the latest from Galveston.
Hello from Galveston, where the search and recovery effort is just getting underway. It's not being helped at all by the rainfall that we're getting here today. I want to give you a look at a strip center on Seawall Boulevard that has been completely flattened, and it goes probably another 100 or 200 feet beyond what you can see. These are little shops offering souvenirs and tourist items for people who come to Galveston Island, and the+balinese+room, which is a restaurant that has been a Galveston tradition for many decades, just completely flattened. The unknown in Galveston right now is what other damage is out there. On the west end, very low lying, not protected by the seawall. Authorities still can't get back there because the roads are water covered, the levels are still too high. That's where a lot of the recent development is in the past few years, and that's where the bulk of the damage is expected. Now, we've seen some pictures by helicopter, but authorities have not been able to get in and assess whether any human toll has been involved in the aftermath of Hurricane Ike, making everything that much harder here. This island is without water, without power. It is steamy and hot, and it's a Texas September day, and just after dark, it's black here. You can't get anything done. You can't really refuel anything. There are no gas stations or grocery stations open, and the causeway leading to the mainland is closed. So even trying to get over to get resources is very difficult, and then they are not allowing people back in. So this is a long-term cleanup we're looking at. How long? Well, that's very difficult to say. Houston, as we know, is also impacted. Several million people there are without power, and a lot of the resources that ordinarily would be coming from Houston down here to Galveston are not able to do so. So we're looking at a fix that's going to take weeks, perhaps many months. Authorities still say they just have a handful of deaths from this storm throughout Texas, and we're hoping that that there are not more casualties when they do go into the west end to search that low-lying area. That's it from Galveston. Now back to you.
Thank you, Janet. The remnants of Hurricane Ike are causing problems as the storm travels north. Right now, the city of Chicago has been dealing with record flooding, and some parts of Missouri are also cleaning up after Ike brought 7 inches of rain and whipping winds. Gary Christman is the commissioner for the City of St. Louis Emergency Management Agency. Gary, just how bad is the situation where you are?
We escaped pretty well from the remnants of Ike. This morning we got anywhere between 3 to 6 inches of rain, had 40 to 65 mile an hour gust of winds. We're cleaning up the roads that were flooded and restoring the power outages throughout the St. Louis areas. We did have to do a number of different water rescues and evacuate several homes from the flooded areas, but we're recovering very nicely. We're now looking at the upcoming floods from the water coming down north.
How many people are without power at this point, and any estimates on when they might get it back?
This morning, the estimate was about 91,000 customers without power in the St. Louis region. That is down to about 61,000, and they're looking at getting it restored as early as tomorrow morning.
Well, good luck to all the folks in St. Louis. Thanks very much for letting us know what's going on there.
Thank you.
And more rain is in the forecast for much of Illinois today, thanks to the remnants of Hurricane Ike. This as residents in the Chicago area are cleaning up from a summer storm that dumped record amounts of rain this weekend, and that caused major flooding. WeatherPlus.com's Gary Archibald joins us now with the latest. Former Hurricane Ike, tropical depression, causing lots of trouble.
You're absolutely right, and I wanted to point this out to our viewers, Chris. Take a look at Ike's storm track. This is the last 45 hours, so we're going to take it back to give you an idea. Landfall, Galveston, Texas, making its way through portions of Texas, eastern portions of Texas into western Louisiana, through Missouri, picking up speed, the jet stream then carrying it right through the heart of Illinois, and that's where we've seen the heavy flooding rains, and that's going to be ongoing as it pushes into portions of Michigan now. Good news for Missouri as well as Illinois. You're out of the heavier bands, so the recovery efforts and the cleanup continue now. But look at the Northeast and the Great Lakes under the gun with the rains. We get in closer, a tight image here of Michigan proper, and you can see Saginaw, Lansing into the heavier bands, closer still, even Detroit getting into it, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner. This is is at least a ½ inch per hour right now. So the concern here is flash floods throughout the evening hours, and we're still looking at a lingering front in the south there over Texas and Louisiana's coast. Chris, bringing some more showers and rainfall, even though they can't bear it with all the flooding going on.
Yeah, no kidding. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate that. Up next, the damage on the beaches of Surfside, to the devastation of Galveston, to curfews in Texas. What's next for survivors of Hurricane Ike? We're also keeping our eye on Ohio.